Greetings, welcome to Channel 6. I'm your host. Let's go take a hike. No dialogue today. I didn't bring the mic. Didn't bring my special mic. Sit here and watch the scenery while I set up the rig. I already tangled it up. Although I'm pretty close to the phone, it's going to sound muddy because I'm not really that accurate. Okay, let me get this situated and we'll go on a hike. Trusty walking stick, let's hike. I haven't been out a couple days a week like I usually do, and it's getting a little thick. We'll take care of some of that. Just sit back, ignore the camera bounce, and let's walk around. The blackberry blossoms are still out, but they're not as thick. They're berries now. And the raspberries are out too. There's a ton of them. I have an idea to do a nature cam, and I'm gonna set it up here. This is an auxiliary filming project. I'm just going to start up a video and grab it when I come back. Little idea I had. Let's see what we can get here. If we can keep the thing on film. Not what I had in mind. Not what I had in mind. I did it in the yard and it went great because I had a thing that was aligned exactly the way I wanted it. Oh, that's pretty good. No, that don't work. Down here, I'm having to rig this up. This is MacGyvered. I love to MacGyver things. It's just what I do. Just somewhere where I can put the nature cam that I want to. I'm gonna hike, and then when I come back, I'm gonna grab this, or I'm gonna come back out and grab it if I forget. The only thing about setting up one of these cameras is you really gotta figure out how to get your thing, and it won't go straight. There we are. There it is. Go over to video. There it is. Nature cam. I think I'm going to sneak down past it, and this will film my nature cam while I'm out hiking. Alright, it's going to be getting dark, so donk. Now we can enjoy the hike. I think one of the things I'm going to set my cinema server up when I have it running is the nature cams. I might edit them down to not like maybe a 20-minute block, split them up. I don't know if I want them to be like 2-hour segments, because some of the best cinema servers seem to have 15-20-minute segments. People vote and watch a segment, then they vote on a new one. Instead of just, I could just set it up and run the nature cam. Just pick it randomly. I'll see how it goes. The sun hasn't set yet, but it's got about a half hour. But there's clouds, little misty clouds out. I like to stop here for a little bit. I need to pause and collect my thoughts. I want to make sure I'm filming. Okay, good deal. Oh yeah, I can just do that. Okay. Got spider webs in my face somewhere. Time to fix this little problem right here. This dead stuff clobbered my path, and I've been meaning to make a new path through here. But first I gotta clear some of this old junk out so we can get through. Or we're not gonna. I've been brushing through here, but this needs fixed. Okay, my thought is to take this forked stick, like so. Little on-path MacGyver. And these two vines were pushed out before like this, so I could go through here. We're going to see what we can do to actually accomplish this. It's not going to sit there permanently, but it's kind of good. Now I'll take out the dead stuff. Those vines probably aren't dead. All right, there we go. This is still hanging out. All right, it's still in my face. Now it's got some hangout. What I'll have to do is take something and kind of bind that so it stays, and then I can just duck under it. Well, get my stick through here. Stick got stuck. There we are. Cut out some of the things that hurt. Wild rose bush across my path. Where did that come from? Wasn't here before. Oh, we're just walking through wild rose bush. Wow. This is actually kind of a hazard to the path. But I'll have to come out when... Oh, sneeze. Hold on. Oh, the pollen's getting in the cavities there. It's this stuff. I think it's this right here. This stuff clogs up my throat and makes me sneeze. Ooh, we got some raspberries growing here. Look at this. Kind of got to sneak through there. Uh-oh. Starting up the filming again, my rig came loose and I lost the... It hit the button somehow, so we're going to set this back up. I'm not sure how it came loose, but it did. Okay, we're back. I got some more clobbered path I'm going to take care of. Oh, we got a raspberry patch. We got to step over those. They're down on the ground. Now the animals might have those. Don't want to take those out. They're raspberries to eat. Okay. This path, this is a new raspberry right here. You can see how whitish green it is. I shouldn't mess with it. I want that to grow. We got to slide through here. We got some more raspberries. We're stepping over. We're cutting through. Oh, they fell down. My path is a little clobbered. I'm going to have to sneak through. I don't know what's going on here. I don't come this way too often. I got another patch I go through. And that's what it's like sneaking. It's like going through a raspberry tunnel, basically. Wow, it starts over there and it goes all the way over and it goes down there. And it probably made roots. These things can go about 16 feet. Let's see, we go through here. And I just walk through another spider web. Sometimes it's really challenging. And today I'm just looking for a relaxing hike. I had a couple-hour stream this morning gardening. My streaming system, I was using Streamlabs on the phone, Stream Elements. And sometimes it just cuts out and it doesn't tell you. It looks like you're still live. See, up this way, there's a patch in through there, and I usually go through that to check on it. While I'm here, I might as well fix a couple things. I don't want the blackberries clobbering my berry patch here, and they will. The roots just come up every year. They'll just keep coming up. I'm going to come through on a maintenance hike and take care of some of this dead stuff and all the clobber that's going to happen. And it'll happen within a month, a couple of weeks even. There'll be some good berry picking here. I don't know how this is going to sound. I've been talking all day already. Not really interested in talking too loud. Generally, I don't let blackberry patches grow up in the raspberries, and the raspberries are starting to clobber this area. I'm having to clean the pollen out of my nose already. What I do is bring honey with me. And I think this is, there's just so many berries out here already. I gotta dip under this. And then up through here. I bring honey with me when I'm gonna be out here for 4 or 5 hours to coat my throat from the pollen and stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to get through here. I've got... Oh, that's dead? Hey. You're dead. You're getting cut. Vines are already starting to clog the area and make it difficult to do the maintenance even. But we'll get through here. What I'm looking for is the new raspberries that are coming up, and you can see where rabbits and stuff chew them off. If you can see this black right here that got chewed off, it'll keep growing, but it won't be the same. You figure they'd realize if I leave this alone, it'll grow berries for me and I can eat them. I haven't been through here in a while, so it's getting kind of clogged. Usually starting at about the end of April, all through May, I go through and do a bunch of maintenance hikes, clear everything out, get my patches ready. But it came to me this May, yeah, right about the midpoint of April, that I needed to start a new career. And I chose streaming and filming. We'll see how it goes. I have some faith that it's going to go pretty well. I believe it's going to go pretty well. I've had some indicators already that success is pretty much around the corner. And of course, there are more successes than just financial success. Some people think of success, you say success, and they think of somebody that's got all the money they need to buy all the things they want. But there are other forms of success. I think hiking success. Getting through these paths without getting all ripped up or getting into plants, herbs you don't want to get into. Keeping your path clear of hazards like this. Success at berry picking, being able to go out and fill up 10 or 12 containers of berries. Now we've got a maple tree mixed up with something with spikes on it. And I like the maple tree, but I think he's giving up that portion. Okay, I see what's happening. When I lean over, I gotta make sure I'm filling. When I lean over, sometimes the rig is getting caught, and it's coming loose as I lean over and letting go. Let me see if I'm still filming. Yep. I set it up with a camera on the phone. You can't darken the screen. You can't go into screensaver. Oh, and the rose bush. I think I'm going to have to start going around more in the winter and clearing out these rose bushes because they're starting to clobber my paths. There's nothing there. That's the only thing. They start growing. But I'm going to have to go down and get roots because they grow like crazy. Just in a couple of months, they're already booming. And they won't stop. And this stuff might actually be new. I might have had them cleared out pretty well. But it might actually be new. I've got some raspberries over there too. I like to look around, see what I got. It's really starting to get thick. And this is a picking area. I think it's getting to a point where I'm going to always have to bring a bag with water and honey with me, even on these short little exploratory hikes. Slippery bit. Tripping on a log to show you this. Oh, that's a little thing. See this right here? This is raspberry. That's okay. The raspberry's growing over here. Separating this. That raspberry's related. It has a 3-blade leaf, but it has edges. You see those? I don't know if you can see these edges it has. This over here is rounded. Doesn't have edges. It has just like a little thing. That's poison ivy. 3 leaves. It's got a dusty kind of color. It's got a certain shape and the way its little woody stalk grows. It's good to avoid that stuff. Go look for some of the morel mushrooms. I didn't see them earlier. I haven't been this way in about a week. Just getting the rose bush. I call it living barbed wire. This stuff, I don't know if you can see the spikes on it. You get into this stuff and it'll claw you up. Not very friendly. Okay, I'm looking around for the mushrooms. This is where they were before. I don't see them. I think I kind of missed it. I think they happened earlier, but we had a freeze mid-May. Because when I saw them last time, it wasn't this thick. And we had a freeze, and I think they might have got frozen out or just didn't come back in this area. And there's blackberries all over the place. I believe I'll be picking some blackberries this year. Now that I'm streaming all the time, I talk to myself all the time anyways. But now that I'm streaming all the time, it's challenging just to hike and not talk. Like I want to narrate. And I know it's probably going to sound muddy because I'm right on top of the thing, but the mic is kind of covered up. The real stream is empty, not live streaming, real streaming. This is a little creek bed that I like to come and listen to the gurgle of the water, but it's been dry for about a week. It rained yesterday and watered the garden. It's so beautiful out here. The thicker the foliage gets, the less traffic you hear. And you just hear the bird and the animal sounds. And sometimes there'll be something skittering up a tree or scritching through the undergrowth, or you'll hear a deer jump away. I love to come out here. my little meditation spot. The hike ends here. Getting a little slippery for me. I'm going to take the rig off and finish up. I got a thing to tell you. Hope it's still recording. Just bunked off for no reason, but right at the end of the hike there, I'm going to stitch this together. Right at the end when I pointed the stick, those were owls. There were 3 or 4 owls. They're so quiet. And one of them made like this little hoot sound. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm your host for Channel 6. Got the light, the sky's really getting pretty dark. It's time to end the hike. You're not going to be able to see much pretty soon. Sunset. It's going down. That's it. I don't think I'll be on later streaming tonight, but I don't know when I'm posting this, so you won't know anyways. Everybody, please be excellent to each other. The command from the beginning was to love one another. I'll be seeing you. Find control.